Everybody, rules in order. And let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, first order of business is elections for chairman and.
Approval of minutes.
Excuse me, thank you. Approval of last meeting's minutes. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. So the next is the election of the chairperson and vice chairperson. Do I have any nominees?
I do have something to state for the record, that I had an email from Member Vaughn, who is not here, and he said that he would like to return as vice chair. And if you did not wish to remain chair, that he
Okay.
would step in.
Okay. I have no objections. I can continue on.
Okay, thank you. So we'll need a motion for chair from somebody.
Any discussion?
I make a motion for David Justice to stay as chair.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and for vice chair, do I have a motion?
Motion for Vaughn to stay in place.
Okay,
Okay, a second.
Second.
Okay, and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have a variance request, and it is for a variance of 2 foot 4 inches from the required 10-foot setback, resulting in a 7'8" setback from the inside edge of the swimming pool to the north/rear yard property line. Site address is 430 Second Avenue, further described as lots 23 and 24, Block 4, Indialantic by the Sea, parcel ID 27-37-36-E0-4-23. Applicant/owner is Christine Bloom and Russell Bloom. And, okay, and would one of you wish to come forward and state your full name and your address?
Christine Russell Blum, 430 Second Avenue, Indialantic, 32903.
Okay. And again, we do have your application for the adjustment. Anything you'd like to add to the application as far as justification?
I don't think so. I think we followed your format as best as could. It gave like the, example. I felt that I answered each item on there
Okay.
pretty descriptively. I don't know what else you would need, but you're welcome to ask me questions. I don't know.
Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. So the pool is 8 feet
Yeah, it's just for
across,
lap swimming.
right? And if you were to make the pool something less than that to accommodate the setback, was that explored?
Yes, it was explored, but then that means only like one person can swim at a time. So like he'd have to swim laps and he could get out and I could swim laps. So it's a matter
But
of
it's
convenience.
feasible.
Not for us, kind of, no. But I don't think actually it's feasible, because even with the 12 inches, it won't stay within the setback. So I think a standard lap pool is 7 feet is the minimum, right?
I don't know.
I think it's 7 foot is a swimming lane.
Cliff, do you have any information on
So even if that was the case, it wouldn't be wide enough.
I didn't know there was a standard.
that? Yeah.
And what's the separation between the pool edge and the back of the house?
The builder has it at on the drawing you have, he has it at 4 feet. If that's standard, if he's wrong on that, I don't have any,
So the pool is going to be therapeutic for its use.
but like she's saying, it could be
I
skinnier.
have torn rotator cuffs, torn bicep.
Sir, if you're going to speak, you need to say your name and address
Okay,
into the
Russell
microphone.
Blum, 430 Second Avenue, Indialantic.
You state your name?
Russell Blum.
Okay.
Okay. So as I was saying is that the pool, its use is primarily therapeutic. It's a lap pool. I have injuries that I've accumulated over the course of years, and I need a low-impact cardio type of exercise. Swimming has been described by my doctors as probably the best overall exercise for me. I've been swimming for years. We looked for a house with a pool. We couldn't find all the ingredients that we wanted. That's why we're doing this. So it's not like a
Okay,
park.
so it might be important to know, we're not putting in a party pool. We're not drinkers, smokers. We're not gonna be out there smoking and carousing. We literally just need a pool to swim. I don't know if that makes a difference, because it's gonna be close to the neighbors. I guess 2 extra feet makes a difference. What he's trying to describe is, you know, we swim in the morning.
What do you mean by saying here, stating that the home's setback was not practically considered at the time of development?
Oh, that's your outline for, on your form that you have. You have to pick one of the selections.
I see.
And the selection is it's like a hardship or,
Practical difficulty.
practical difficulty. So I used your outline for practical difficulty, and that's exactly why I answered all those questions the way I
I
did.
see. But the
Because it
front of,
addresses each one.
but the front of your house is within the setback 25 feet?
Yes, yes. Yeah, on page 3, it gives you the
Okay.
guidance for whether it's a practical difficulty or unnecessary hardship. And like, that's in my response, why it seems so weird, like I made like 7 statements, but I made them exactly to address each of the points in the practical difficulty. Tried to follow the formula, but.
So when you purchased the home, you were desiring of a pool property, and this home just did not have a pool?
I don't know.
Well,
mean-
you had mentioned that you couldn't find a house with a pool.
Yeah,
So
that
you were
could swim- yeah,
desiring to put a pool in when you purchased the property?
I suspect, yes. I don't know if it was a deal breaker, but yeah.
Cliff, can this pool be pushed any further, closer to the home, or is that as close to the house as can be?
Pretty much as close as you want to get, because we're gonna have to pack that
Okay, just want to verify.
shored up and ensure that it doesn't compromise the foundation. Anything closer than 5 feet, it can always be done, you can put it right next to it, you just got to underpin it shored up.
Right. Any other questions?
No, just I have some discussion amongst the board.
Go ahead and sit down and close down and there is nobody else in the room, okay. So, yes, open for discussion.
So my concern is the setback is established. And we had a case in July, I believe, and I don't have the minutes and I don't remember. But it was a request for a variance to the setback. There were some neighboring objections, but I don't believe, my recollection is that that wasn't what swayed us. It was that the setback was established and there was no practical difficulty. And, you know, I think that there's an obligation to apply the setbacks consistently throughout, or have zoning take up the fact that they need to readjust the setback.
Is that the one that was on 8th Avenue, the new house?
It was the one in July for the minutes.
Yeah,
You're
that-
correct.
That's a whole different situation because that's a new house. And the elevation of the house was so much higher than the ones around it, that was the concern. They did put a pool in and met all the setbacks, so they still were able to put one in. But these houses are all established, it's a whole different situation. And they were looking at changing the setback for the pools down to 5 feet overall. And we thought about it and agreed it's probably better to do this case by case and let you guys make that judgment call based on elevations and things of that nature. So this is apples and oranges to that last one, so it's not the same. Just for your information.
Yeah, each one has to stand on its own merits.
And the way the house sets back on the property, I mean, you don't have a lot of backyard to deal with. So, I mean, they're not asking for a 20-foot wide pool that pushes up against the fence. I mean, they've got the minimum spacing between the back of the house and the edge of the pool, and they've tried to maximize the setback where they can.
No, I don't have any further comments.
Any motions?
I make a motion that we approve the variance as written in the documents that we have.
Let me ask council real quick, have you reviewed what was written?
Yes, I have.
And do you have any objections to the way it was formatted? I guess I'm trying to keep you in mind when you have to format the final order.
No, I don't have any issue with the way it was formatted, and whether or not to approve, to deny, or to approve with conditions is within your discretion.
Okay. What I'm trying to do is, in the motion, a lot of times in the past, we've kind of generated, an outline for the motion, and the motion does need to have exactly what we're granting. In this case, I believe it was a 2-foot 4-inch setback, so that has to be in the motion. And then, so is that acceptable to you?
Yes.
Okay. And do I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Okay. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so we have 3 out of the 5.
3 out of the 5?
Mm-hmm.
So who are my nays?
Mullen,
I don't know, Eileen,
I'm sorry, okay,
Eileen.
myself.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And that should conclude today's meeting.
David,
Yes.
do you want to put in there, I know typically we put something in there, if the house and the
Yes,
pool are ever
yes,
raised, then
I
it
know
goes away?
Good point,
Yes, I like that. Yes, I like to put that in. Is that if the house is ever substantially damaged or removed from the property, that this variance evaporates with that, or goes away with substantial damage or removal of the house in the future. That way we don't have a perpetual variance on that property. Thank you, Cliff. Okay, we stand adjourned?
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Molly. We'll get caught up later this week with everything.
Say that again?
We'll get caught up with everything later this week. Yeah.
All right,
All
sounds
right.
good.
All right, thanks.